Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Tigers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, the Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to be kind of back and forth. But Jalen Milroe, yep, he just scored again. He did it at will, Palmer.
185 rushing yards and 4 TDs for Milroe, but also the Bama defense dominated. They created 3 takeaways. Alabama showed up last year. LSU did not. LSU has got to get off the bus, ready to go and play with their hair on fire in this one.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown time! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruit at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's got him in the flat. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Flying out to the left. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the defense defense's approach on this drive, they didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. He's going to run it. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Finds his man. It's Horton. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some...
And they got so many guys that we can name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that quarterbacks.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB from the 9.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Gonna run it. Fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah,
and the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this way.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to getting the 1st down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big one.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's given... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Fresno State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Quick step and go. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
With the catch, it's Horton. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Rifles it down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Just enough time completion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their 2nd right there.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Floats it out in space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Tigers want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the move, it's Durham.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball off his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bringing the heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. in the middle, it's Brown. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, they blocked the kick. He's got the ball. That one's live. The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He'll get rid of it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He now has 79 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
And listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They bring the punter onto the field now. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. Looking for a deep man. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He'll toss it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give is to Miller. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so
hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got his man.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Miller with the ball. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him short of the sticks and it'll be fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On his way from around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch and stride inside the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Berry. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a high ball.
And the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And these 2 defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw at Simpson. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Past the 45. There he goes. He take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Takes a handoff. It's buried. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on them.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing